Hello and welcome to the modder guide in Black Temple. Modder is the hang on. First we have the Naga boss, big guy. Taron. Demons. Big demon. Shade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mother is the 7th boss in Black Temple. She is the ever so dreaded resistance fight, in which you do need shadow resistance or you will die. But why? But why, oh why, Amabozar, will I die? Ah, I will tell you. I will tell you. Fret not. I will explain the fight. So, Mother is a one-phase fight with, well, Mother. She has several different abilities, including a cleave on the tanks. So you need tanks, but they don't need resistance because the cleave is physical. And we just look how many daggers she has. Right? She does cleave and just anyway. I digress. But oh shit. That being said, as Mother is a resistance fight, why do you need resistance if she's physical damage? Ah, but alas, it is only the tanks that get hit. Everyone else will have to suffice with a lot of shadow damage. Now, she will be on this fancy platform. Let's shrink her down a bit. Just to scale. Like this. What she will do is use an ability called Fatal Attraction. I think that's the name, or that's something else. Where she will take 3 random members from the raid and teleport them to a location. And every second you're within, I don't know, 20 yards of each other. Hang on. You will deal a lot of shadow damage to each other. And the only way to mitigate this is by using shadow resistance. If you're not using shadow resistance, you will simply perish. So, when you get teleported, you need to run in opposite directions. So don't do this. That's bad. Run in opposite directions to mitigate the shadow damage. So, that's basically it of the fight. Heal the tanks. Need like 7 of them, I think. And if you get teleported, run away from the other people as soon as possible. Don't run together because you will do a lot of damage and you will die. The raid will stack up in a single location. These are fountains, by the way. Okay, so let's no, that's not how you spell fountains. Fountains? There's an N there. Yeah, fountains. Is that how you spell fountains? It's that. It doesn't matter. Let's just. There is no fountains. There is only death. So what you want to do is you want to stack the raid up in a bunch here. Just stack them up. Everyone stack up. This is to mitigate the shadow damage taken. So you sort of want to stack up, and then the 3 people who get teleported either here, can be over here, can be on the boss. Oh, never mind, you can't see that. Can be on the boss, could be here, could be here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or here. You can also just end up being teleported into the middle of the raid, and that sort of sucks, but then you gotta move anyway. You just gotta move out. Just get away from each other as soon as possible. There's only 3 of you, so you need to just spread out. Just get away from the other people ASAP. If you don't, you will die. It deals a ridiculous amount of shadow damage. So you sort of want to move away from each other as soon as possible to avoid damage being taken. It is RNG, so the same person could get teleported like 17 times in a row. Oh, I should mention that when you're being teleported, you deal shadow damage to everyone around you. So it's not just you 3, it's you basically you run and you have this massive AoE around you. So you don't want to run into the raid, if at all possible, because then you'll kill the raid. So massive shadow damage, the raid dies. Don't do that. So you want to run away in a way that's not towards the raid and not next to each other, because the longer you're together, the longer you will be chained. So let's do this for a second. So take, for example, you all be gone. We have person A, B, and C being teleported. So they need to run in their own direction as quickly as possible because they are linked like this. And it breaks after like 20 yards or 30 yards. So A needs to go over here, B needs to go over here, and well, this is technically A, but then it sort of breaks the chain because you go out of range. And same here, it breaks the chain, and it breaks the chain. The most important thing here is to basically consider the fact that you need to make sure that the chain is broken before you start running back. So if you run back when the chain is not broken, say you only move like this, the chain might be broken from one person, but it's not going to be broken from the other. So these two will still be linked and deal a lot of shadow damage to each other and everyone around them. So make sure your individual chain is broken before you move back to the raid. And I don't think that's much. That's basically it. It's just very heavily reliant on resistance gear. So make sure you have resistance gear. And Mother Sharzianahanacha shouldn't be an issue. I'm just going to refer to just Mother, right? Because that's what everyone calls her. And you should get some fancy loot quite quickly. So, yeah. Have that resistance gear ready and kill the boss. And you get loot. Bye.